How
All teammate.
far? I'm gonna see if I can get really far away for turn one. Let's see if we can get really far away. Uh,
Quite
how
a long
far?
run down into turn one. I think
Oh, we can get quite a
I
bit
would
soon.
not. I would not like to be in the lead going to turn one. I'll be honest.
I think I'd rather be P2.
Yeah.
I'd rather be in Contreras' position right now. Right, I'm gonna have to do something here. Let me see into turn one. Let's go a little bit further, just so we can get the run here and go up a little bit. It's not the most realistic camera angle, but
A lot of people on soft. That's interesting to see.
people expecting a safety car straight off the bat. Is that what we're gonna? Is that,
Maybe.
and then we're gonna go straight to the hards. Right,
Or
this is gonna
maybe
be really sensitive as well.
maybe the tire wear isn't as bad as on other tracks, and they feel like they can survive with a soft medium. Let's see.
10 seconds, we see Salvador wiggling his tires, getting the preheating them. Sorry, this is really sensitive. Oh my god.
crazy timing.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
You can hear me?
Yep.
Okay, everyone has to give me 1 second. Everything crashed, literally at the restart. Okay, back. That's back. Contreras. I can't switch cameras. Can't explain it, but I can't switch cameras. So we're stuck
Can you share
with...
screen?
Yeah. Oh, you can't even see. Everyone
Switch
said...
cameras?
They said restart the race, but...
I mean, that's not possible. Unless everyone... I mean, yeah, that's not possible.
I can't switch cameras. Unless everyone agreed to restart the race. Tamala DNF. I mean, unless everyone went to the pits and restarted the race. So we got Contreras P1, Salvador P2, Jelos P3, Sign just behind them. So Sign chasing down Jelos. I can't switch cameras. I can't explain why. Okay, I can do it this way. We have to switch. We have to stick with 1 camera today, guys. Everything else working. Looks like it's all back, except my camera. I mean, if everyone went to the pits, you could restart the race. But
I mean,
you could do it via
you could do it via an admin, but like,
is it fair?
I don't think it is.
Is it fair for for my
nothing
PC
happened
down?
in the race. Yeah,
Oh,
but nothing happened in the race.
Okay.
Like, I don't think it is. Turkash has a lot of positions. We don't know what happened, but we will see after the race. I guess Tomal has DNF'd, so Contreras is the only one. No, yeah, Contreras is into the lead now. Kelos up to P3. Must have been a chaotic start.
Potentially was chaotic, but we don't know anything about it. Literally,
Visual is 1 minute and 22 seconds behind the next car as well, so. Any way to fix the cameras, maybe?
Yeah, but it's not. It's basically everything's broken. You see Sign just off track, spinning into the gravel, and then we just see it's that Spearman just avoid him, and then he has to get out of the way of the Cash as well. The Cash moving up into P5, Spearman moving up into P4. This is so irritating.
Spielman into P4. Could this be his first podium, depending on how the top 3 plays it, with crashes and incidents? Could this be his first podium?
There's potential, but I don't think he's got the pace there to be challenging Jelos and Salvador. I don't think.
He doesn't need the pace. He doesn't need the pace. If I mean, Salvador seems to be catching Contreras, and Gelos is 0.9 behind. So 3 cars racing for P1. Anything can happen. .8 now, Gelos.
So let's
Close
go on
7. Can he
board.
make a move? Can he make a move down into turn 3? Long straight, a lot of slipstream. Does not seem to be enough this lap though. This is a nice angle. 5/10, but this might play out well for Contreras because the second Gilles and Salvador starts fighting, Contreras is just going to run away.
Do this for 1 second. Apologies. Yellow's only 7 tenths behind, but Salvador's chasing down Contreras. So there's potentially going to be a battle here between all three of them for the podium. Spielman now dropping back. He was 5 seconds behind. He's now 6.5.
Durkash is on his tail. I think a dream for a podium might be over. And Durkash is gonna get it, I think. It's break.
Spielman
pushes him to the edge of the track.
Defending hard. Taking down the huge crash between the two. Should we deploy a safety car for this? Is it worthy? No. Okay.
It's not.
See them both
recover quite quickly.
No one else
Durkash switched in the last second. Durkash switched in the last second to the inside.
But then you
that's
see,
gonna be an interesting incident, yeah.
Looked like Spielman went into the side of him.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't tell from the angle we had.
Jealous now closing in on Salvador.
Yeah, I think this is gonna be a battle and a half. Durkash in the pits. Durkash pits either probably for damage and
yeah, pit for damage and tyres now. You've got the rest of the race to go.
So Salvador 5/10, bit closer than before. Can he make a move? I'm not sure. But let's see what happens. And these, so Salvador and Gilles are fighting for P2. So interesting to see what happens with Contreras, because he might win the race, but by winning the race he might be taking a top 3 from his teammates in the standings. Not sure if they know that, not sure if anything team orders-wise will happen, but we'll see. Because Gilles and Salvador, let me check the point gap between them.
Only 6/10 between P1, P2 and P3. P1, P2 and P3. Now, 5/10 between Contreras and Salvador, and 6/10 between. As we see, Jello slide and spin. He just managed to save it, but he's a 2 seconds behind now. That's going to increase to probably around 3 seconds. So that gives Salvador and Contreras the.
Salvador 3/10 behind. This can be a move. Not close enough though.
Doesn't look like he has a top speed.
The incident with Durkash, that has cost him a lot. He was the favorite going into this race for for P3 in the standings, and now he's down to P9. While his rival Gilles, who is only 4 points behind, is now in P3. Be it with cooked tires, but
you see Anfield overtake Spielman, but we've got the Contreras and Salvador fight, and these two, sister teams? But are they going to be fighting? Are they sister teams, right?
No, they're the same team.
Are we going to see team orders? Are they fighting like? But then again, we might see Salvador overtaking.
That looked like a lift.
It did, and maybe Contreras is going to defend for Salvador, so Salvador can take P3. This could be team orders, and it could be team tactics. See, Jello's diving into the pits. It could be enough. See, Jello's diving into the pits for tyres. Spielman also diving into the pit for some tyres.
If Salvador wins, he'd have 74 points. Or 75 with the fastest lap. That means Durkash needs to score 7 points.
At the moment, he's on 2.
Yeah, at the moment though. I feel like he's in the pits. No, he's not in the pits. I feel like he can get quite higher, so he needs to be P5.
As he
moves cannot win.
He makes his way up into P8. So we need to see. You need to see. It depends what happens. I suppose you'll have to see. There could be some more.
It depends where Gilles finishes as well, because Gilles could also take P3 if he finishes. He needs to score 11 points, so he needs to be P4. So Gelos needs to be P4 to get P3 in the standings, and Durkash has to be P5 to get P3 in the standings if Salvador remains in first position. The gap is now 6 tenths between Contreras and Salvador.
And
But-
we've seen a pit from Jelos and Durkash. We've seen pits from both of them already.
Yeah, Gelos is definitely not pitting more. I think Durkash doesn't have to either.
The
But
Contreras off
Ooh.
into the gravel.
where is that? That's
But this
the
could be
last corner.
this could also be a good tactic for the team. Call me stupid, but call me conspiracy theorist. But if he knows, he could drop down to P4 and P5 and make them sit behind him and defend like hell, so that he's in P5.
He'd have to defend like hell though, and I think by going off now 9 seconds, I think he's lost net position to Gelos. Definitely not sure about Durkash. He's behind Gelos now if he pits, which he will have to do. So I don't think this was on purpose. If it was, I don't think it's a smart thing to do. Because now he's gonna have to pit in however many laps he wishes, and he's going to be behind Gelos. And that's gonna enable Gelos to get P3 in standing, I think. It's easy to say from where we are commentating, but while they're racing and trying to count the points in their head, not as simple as it may seem.
Yeah, definitely not. Hannah now looks like they're closing down the gap potentially. I know from what the setup of the setup, it looks as if Hannah has a low downforce setup, like very low downforce, because their speed on the straight was insane. But they may struggle through the corners. 2 tenths now behind. But is it going to be an easy pass? You see him off the track, struggling for grip on the rear.
If he has that top speed, he might be able to get it done in the straight after the king into kind of the corner. Not
But
sure.
Gelos now closing him behind as well.
Yeah, Gelos cannot afford to lose much time in this battle because he needs to keep that delta to Contreras in his favor.
As we see Salvador here.
Let's see where he comes out. He should be something like 3 seconds in front of Gelos. So let's see if he gets in front of Hannah and Faciola.
Should potentially come out just behind Sign, I believe. So you see Hannah go round the outside, which is just off track. I'm going to fight now side by side. Coming up to the last corner. It's going to affect.
In the background.
It's going to affect Jelos because he's going to slow him down coming onto the straight. As they both dive into the pits and all that battling for Jelos for nothing. It's just slowing him down as we see Hannah lock up coming into the pits. Potentially just.
Salvador? I don't think he will.
He did, so it didn't. So Salvador's coming through turn 1. Jelos now 6 seconds behind. So we need to.
Contreras will be 4 seconds behind Gelos now. When he pits. Unless he can make up that delta, but soft's 8 laps already.
Potentially going to go soft medium. That could work. Can we have a look and see? I don't know why that's connected. See if we can have a look and see if what tyres people are on. So we've got Contreras and Sainz still on the softs. Everyone else has moved to medium. So potentially Contreras staying out, trying to make the softs last longer and then have more time on the mediums. It could work. It is possible still at this point into the race for it to work. This strategy, I reckon. I want to be doing.
We're getting in on half distance, so I don't know. I
feel
like the medium should be already on now, ideally.
But we could see him hit this lap. We could see him hit this lap.
Fine.
and if he dives into the pits now, it could be beneficial to him because he's gonna have fresher softs, fresher mediums later onto the race. Whereas we see the likes of Jellos dive into pits so early, and Dakash diving into pits so early for mediums that they could be absolutely done by the end of the race. They could be
Yeah, but
completely
Gillis
red.
is on hard. Gillis is on hard, so
See, there we go,
he
Contreras.
saves himself from the tire wear.
But then
Okay,
he's not going to
Contreras
have the
pits.
tire advantage. It could still benefit.
I mean, we'll see.
I know he made
Contreras
made
should
that
come
mistake.
out.
Sam potentially is overdoing it. Sam potentially is overdoing it.
Anfield are yet to pit as well. He could pit for the softy if he extends the mediums a bit more. I feel like.
The softs later on in the race could also help him because he's going to have the advantage of grip. So because he will have the grip advantage and the tire advantage, which people didn't have, he could potentially take the laps, what's called the fastest lap from the likes of Dakash. Potentially, if the pace is there, potentially could take that. Got to be red by now, potentially, but it also depends on setup, doesn't it? Because you can.
Contreras 0.8 behind Gillis.
So he didn't lose as much time as he expected. So if he fights Jellos now, and he could potentially hold up Jellos and Dakash, and this could put Salvador back into the run-ins for P1. Because he's only fighting Anfielder, right? That would we see a pit from Anfielder?
Anfielder has to pit.
Anfielder has to pit.
Net P1.
So net P1.
Salvador is net P1. Yeah. Let me redo the calculations though. I think at this point Contreras can do nothing against Gillis. Because let me double check to be sure though.
No, because if you knocked him back down into P3. Oh
yeah, but how can he knock him down into P4 if they're P2 and 3?
Oh, damn. Yeah, it depends on where.
He can maybe try to overtake him and push him back into Durkash, but that's a tough ask.
And then
seconds.
And then if Dakash overtakes as well, he's going to be fighting for the podium.
Yeah. Yep.
Go Frieza, go. I mean, Frieza could technically still take P10. There could be a point on there could be a point there for him. Frieza has respawned a lot. Frieza going for the 1 point.
Gillis can remain B4 and he'd still beat Salvador even if he wins. So
we'd have to see a mistake from the likes of Jellos and Dakash, is what you're saying. We'd have to see a big mistake from the two of them.
Yeah, but big mistake. And the issue is, even if Gillis makes a mistake now and say drops down into P8, that would then move Durkash up into P5, and now he would be the P3 contender. So yeah, this is not looking good for Salvador. He's doing his best. He's in P1, 10 seconds to P2 as of now, but we'll see how it goes. Contreras closer to Gillis. Might make a move in the straight after the kick. We'll see. He seems to be struggling in the corners a bit. I don't know. That's what it looks to me. Gillis on those hards, so technically Contreras should be quicker in this stage of the race.
Yeah, it's going to be hurting him being behind him because he's going to be offline looking for an overtake as well. And he's going to be pushing harder. Unless he's not pushing hard and he's just sitting behind him and just taking it easy through the corners. Maybe we look at it as he's struggling, but maybe he's just taking it easy.
But why would you, I mean, why though? I don't see any tactical advantage.
Preserve his tyres. Preserve his tyres for fighting later.
The longer he preserves his tyres, the better the situation turns out for Gillis. Because the longer he takes to overtake, the worse Contreras' tyres will become, and Gillis' tyres won't degrade at all. Basically, the hards are invincible.
Yeah, but the hards aren't going to degrade at all anyway, so I don't know. He's going to surely maybe the hards, maybe he'll have him on the straight here now. What is he? He's 4 tenths
I
behind.
think he will.
That's enough to have the slipstream. But then he's slowly he's slowly dropping back.
Doesn't
Slowly
seem
dropping
to
back on the
be
straight.
catching. Interesting. Is this setup or is this a driver's choice? I'm not sure. Can we get telemetry? Maybe.
Why? What do you mean telemetry?
Pedals.
No,
Open
they
the app
won't. They won't
pedals so
work.
we can see their input.
They
I think
won't
it will.
work.
No?
We can see pedals, but the stream can't.
Oh, okay. I mean, they don't have to. We can tell them what's
He's
happening.
he's three tenths behind now, so he could catch him on the straight here. Could go for a dive bomb, making him aware he's there as he locks up ever so slightly, right on the bumper of him now.
So he's closing in now before going into the carousel, but in the previous laps he seemed to lose quite a lot of time in the dirty air behind him through the carousel, and then he was not able to make the move into Canada corner. But let's see. Maybe he takes a different line now. 2 tenths. He goes for the outside to avoid that dirty air. Now cuts back. 2 tenths. I think this will be enough. I think
As
this
he
will be
goes
enough.
off into
Oh,
the
as he goes
gravel,
the
and that's
track.
not going to be enough. But he's going to take the penalty point from real penalty and carry on. But he's now dropped down to 7 tenths behind, and that's going to affect his tyres as well.
Yeah, that's undone all of this progress. I'm pretty sure he would have made the move now into this corner, but that's
Dirty
unlucky.
air just sweeping him off the track by the looks of it. If you sign off into the gravel. Gonna
Yeah,
rejoin. Gonna
I
rejoin
presume it's going
to
to
the
pit
right side
now.
of the track. He's gonna
Yeah.
pit, and so he's just gonna let Jealous and Contreras through. Contreras has closed the gap already to Jealous. He's only 5 tenths behind.
It didn't seem to damage the tires too much, but still mediums versus hards. So the longer the race goes, the more the advantage shifts to Gallows.
So he needs to be
4 tenths,
making.
this might be a move.
As we see, Dukash setting the fastest lap, almost a second. Half a second faster than anyone else's fastest lap time. No, sorry. A tenth faster than everyone else's lap time. Am I right? Or is it... No, sorry, that's because I left, isn't it? It's because of the...
4 tenths, around 4
Yeah.
tenths. Quick.
It's
2 tenths
as
actually.
we see Contreras dive down the inside, making the move on Jealous. Jealous having to slot in behind him and not fight back. Getting now behind him for the slipstream. Going to dive down the inside. Jealous look like he's going to be able to make the moves side by side coming into the next corner. Contreras with the advantage. Jealous having to slot back in behind him again.
He's close enough though, he can... If he stays close through the carousel, he can make a move. I feel like he can make a move, but let's see, the tire advantage might cost him here. High grip, high demand from the car.
Jealous taking the outside line, but falling back after the carousel ever so slightly. Still enough to get the slipstream 5 tenths behind.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna be enough. I think this is gonna be it.
Don't get
he might
much,
have a
but
chance
you will get a
towards the
little
end of the
bit.
race.
You never know. Contreras has made
a
mistake before. He could make another one. As you see, Freezer moving up into P11, potentially to make P10 for that 1 point. You need to keep an eye on Takash. Takash now has closed in by a couple of seconds each lap. So
I think he's gonna be there in no time. 2 laps, 3 laps, he's gonna be there.
So enough to potentially... he may have enough pace to take P1. If he carries on with his pace and preserves tyres,
sure.
he could, but if he could take P1, could.
P1's 10 seconds off Contreras though. That's... I mean, something can happen, yeah. Salvador could make a mistake, but I don't think he will.
But at the moment, he's like almost a second faster than everyone else on track.
Yeah, but there's only 9 laps remaining. So even if he was where Contreras is now, it would be a tough ask. But unfortunately for Salvador, as it is now, I think it's either Durkash or Gelos, and they're both in a position where if Durkash catches Gelos, I think Salvador cannot win anymore. Cannot get P3 in the standings anymore.
I don't think it's possible for Salvador to get P3 anyway, unless Contreras takes everyone out.
Yeah, yeah.
He just wipes everyone out. We just see him wipe everyone out in the next corner.
Durkash 3.6 again, so he's starting to lose that pace a bit, it seems. 3.4, never mind, maybe.
Frieza moves up into P10. 1 point for Frieza. Frieza up into P10.
Salvador has overtaken Anfielder. Anfielder still yet to pit, maybe waiting for that safety car to save him, but...
Go on board with Anfielder. I don't think there's going to be a safety car. I don't think the park's close enough for one to be called out.
Then I'd expect him to pit in the next 2-ish laps to put on the soft tires. Maybe try and grab the fastest lap, but Durkash seems to be on a different level compared to the other drivers. But yeah, we'll see.
Contreras setting in a good lap time though, 2:07.7. It's a good lap time from him. That's his personal best. Faster than most on the track. Faster than Takash currently. So Contreras has got the pace.
Durkash still gaining, not as much as before.
The pace dropped off slightly. I think that's the tire advantage is completely gone now.
Yeah, Durkash pitted quite early, so his mediums. We can check. Can you check how old they are? I think there should be like 9 laps. Okay, 13 laps.
That could be. It could be wrong. Could be wrong. I feel like they're more like 10 laps old.
Yeah.
I feel like they are more like they're 10 laps old.
Gelos dropping off from Contreras, so unless Contreras' tires degrade a lot towards the end of the race, I don't think Gelos will have a chance to catch him. But he doesn't necessarily have to for the standings. And let me check who would be winning P3 as it is now, Gelos or Durkash?
Well, so Gelos be taking P3. Durkash taking P4 because Anfielder's got a pit and that'll drop him back behind Gelos and Durkash by the looks of it, and put him just in front of but yeah, should put him just behind Durkash at the moment.
Yeah, as it is now, Durkash will be claiming P3 by 3 points. So, yeah. Finally, but
Reese's asking if you can unlap on the safety car. I don't think there's going to be a safety car. I feel they're dropping into the pits. Let's stay on board with him, see if he comes out just behind Durkash. Potentially closer to Spielman. Potentially. So it could be a fight here between Anfielder and Spielman. What tyres is Spielman on? Spielman on the mediums. So potentially a fight between the two here. Stay on board with him, see where he comes out. Coming out of the pits now. Spielman closing the gap to 30 seconds. Don't think it's going to be enough. You see him just in the background there. Close the gap down to, is that 4 seconds between the two? So there's enough potentially for Spielman to catch him, but we'll have to see as we see off the track. Is this enough for a safety car? I think it is. It's not even on the. It's not on the racing line. We see him teleport to the pits. So not enough for the safety car. Hannah off track. Potentially if he didn't move safety car worthy, but TP.
So as it is now, it would be Turkash claiming P3 by 2 points to Gelos. However, if Gelos somehow... Turkash has made a mistake, he's 5.8 seconds behind Gelos now. Something happened, I don't know what though.
Wasn't something we captured, but it didn't say it was off track, so potentially he's just spun, kept it on track, and we carried on.
Maybe.
Because it didn't say it was
Okay,
off track at any point.
this makes it much more possible. If Gelos now catches Contreras and claims P2, he would be
P3 in
taking
the
P3
standings.
by 1 point.
What about fastest lap? Where does that leave us?
I've calculated it as for Durkash.
Okay, if the cash keeps fastest lap.
Yeah, I think he will. I don't think anyone can beat him. But Gelos, toward the end of the race, he might have the tire advantage compared to Contreras, and he did gain. No, he didn't. He lost 1/10 last lap, but I think it was a bit more before.
Sorry,
So
because we've
it's still
seen
possible.
a teleport to the pits here, does that mean Freezer can take P9? It does, doesn't it?
I think he might not.
Potential
I have
for
to do
Freezer
math.
to take 2 points. Come on, Freezer. Come on, Freezer. 2 points. But we're here for the guy who joins the race. What 7 laps down. Yeah, I mean, Jello's doesn't look to be closing that gap. I mean, the tire advantage seems to be wearing off. Jello's doing a 208.4. Contreras doing a 208.3 now. So there's only, what, 300s between the lap times? Very close. 90%.
If Gelos keeps it up, I feel like he has a chance. Because he had a bad accident. I feel he lost like a tenth and 2 tenths now.
Why is Freezer disqualified?
Keep it up. He can make no mistakes. 6 laps remaining. It's a long track, so that's working in his favor. But still,
90% of the race distance has to be completed.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to say, but I'm too late to do the maths now.
I don't know. Someone else can work that out. It's too much maths for me. He's typing while driving.
So yeah, Durkash, by making that mistake, he's now opened up a chance to lose P3. As Gelos has a bad lap, and yeah, he's gonna lose 4 tenths to Contreras.
But there's only like what a second and a half between the two, roughly. So there's a huge gap. As we see Giles go really wide. Can't keep doing that because he will get a penalty potentially, and it's affected his lap time there. He's already lost 2 tenths from doing that. So gonna have to see an improvement here. He's got 5 laps to do so.
But one mistake from Contreras and it's all back.
Yeah, we could see him lose it, but then again, we saw Jellos lose it in the. I can't remember what you called it.
The carousel, yeah.
In the carousel. We saw Jellos lose it in the carousel. There's some potential, but then he's closed down the gap now to.
Yeah, he's just getting 4 tenths.
So there's potential here.
Assign is about to overtake Spielman, it seems, 6 tenths behind. 5 tenths. I think that's going to be a move.
Maybe not here. Maybe he'll probably wait. He'd probably wait up until maybe like the carousel or something, or just before, because it's probably not the best place to overtake here. Coming into a blind corner and then into this fast right-hander, it's probably not the best place to overtake unless you're literally like a tenth behind, and even still, you might not want to make the move. Statine chilling, cheering Jellos on in the chat. Sainz and Spielman both making a mistake. Sainz going around the outside, trying to not get any dirty air, but it's going to cost him. But he's got the run now on the up to the straight, only 3 tenths behind. Maybe enough to make the move? Potentially 2 tenths and closing.
I think it's enough. Let's see if Spielman does the same he did to Durkash, and he does. He's covering the inside, forces him to take the outside, but
Spielman has to slot him behind him because Sainz got the. And then we see Spielman spin in the background. Recovers, but overcooks it coming out on the entry.
So Gillis now 1.4 again. I think that's going to be the only battle remaining for this race, because the gaps elsewhere don't seem to be that close. Gap 1.3, and now I think this is the first lap I've seen, and Gillis has gained on Contreras actually. Bit less than a tenth, but
I mean, there's 4 laps left to go.
He doesn't need to gain much to get into slipstream.
No,
and
but
1.2 now.
It depends on how bad Contreras' tyres are.
They're definitely worse than Gillis at this point, I would expect. As Gillis goes into the grass a bit, I think that's going to cost him his exit into the carousel. Not as much as I thought it would be, but still.
He is closing.
To be quicker this lap, yeah.
He is closing the gap quite quickly this lap. I believe Contreras' tyres are only 10 laps old, so they're not too bad at this point. But he will start to struggle now. If you see him 2 tenths in that last corner.
He's under a second already. It's either a bad lap for Contreras or the tyre difference is really hitting already.
I feel like it's potentially a bit of a bad lap. Not too much, as we see them. They're now coming up on back markers, I believe. So we see, we see Hannah and Spielman just ahead here. No, sorry, that's Hannah and who else is that?
I think that's Salvador. Yeah.
So it's Hannah and Salvador. Or are they catching Salvador? No, but they will be catching Hannah.
But it's not enough.
Potentially be catching Hannah soon. Maybe affect their race if Hannah makes any more mistakes. This could make a difference for Jellos.
So no, Contreras kept the same lap time, 2:08.3. Gillis improved by like 7 tenths. So yeah, 8 tenths now the gap.
Fantastic lap from Jellos.
Let's see if he can keep it up, because let me redo the maths. I don't want to spread fake news.
Go on board with Jellos as we see him slowly closing the gap. He lost 2 tenths in that last corner compared to his previous lap.
I hope my maths are right.
Yeah, he lost 2 tenths in the last corner because he's 2 tenths down at the moment.
Still 8 tenths though. Slipstream takes effect around a bit below 5 tenths, I think, 4 tenths, something like that.
It's about 5.5. It's quite a small slipstream at 5.5 tenths.
But I mean, 7 tenths already. He has a bit of slipstream now, it seems, or maybe just a different setup ideology.
He used to be gaining a lot of time into
6 tenths now.
6 tenths now, potentially going to be getting slipstream onto the straight if you can nail this last corner. As we see him just getting a bit of oversteer and have to correct it, but both Contreras loses it. Rejoins, he takes P2. So this is Jellos for P3 in the standings and P2 overall in the race. The standings probably mean more to him, because that's P2 in the standings.
So,
now a 1 second gap to Contreras, 1.2.
I don't know if I should say what I want to say.
No, we don't jinx anyone. I'm not jinxing
No, not a
anything here.
jinx, not a jinx, but if Contreras would be to let Durkash pass, which he technically can do because it's like team orders between two separate teams, but you know, if he does that, Durkash would keep P3. I don't know if he knows that.
Well, he's
I
normally
don't know if
listening
he
to the
hears
stream.
this.
Double waffle disaster. Lol. There's no waffle here. There's no waffle. This is pure racing enjoyment. Is he gonna let the cash pass though?
Contreras is gaining back a bit, but I don't know.
Hannah losing it. Hannah off track. Let's go and have a look at Hannah. This and now Jealous and Contreras catching Hannah. There's not much between them. I stay on board with Jealous as he catches Hannah. Let's see him overtake the back marker.
Contreras is dropping off. I don't think he's gonna be able to catch Gelf in 2 laps, which is about to.
But is he dropping back to let the cars pass? Is this team orders like you said?
No, he would have done it quicker than I feel.
Maybe he's not trying to make it too obvious. Maybe he's trying to do it discreetly. So Contreras can't lose P2, right?
No, he can't.
Not possible. So as we see Hannah losing it off onto the gravel there, but so it's not going to affect Jealous or Contreras.
Yeah, I mean the gaps are quite static. Durkash has gained a tenth and a half on Contreras. Contreras has gained a tenth and a half on Gelos, but Salvador is where is he?
I don't know.
Yeah, he's like
Gavas is working all out the team, and I'm just. Gavas is trying to work it all out as it goes on with the race.
yeah, I'm trying to work it out.
But we've got Contreras now dropped down
2.2 now to
2.2.
Durkash. Okay, interesting.
Are we gonna see a last lap overtake for Durkash to Contreras?
I'm not sure an overtake.
You're gonna let him pass?
I feel like if it's on the last lap, I think he's gonna let him pass. No way he closes 2.2 seconds naturally without Contreras making a mistake. That's.
I mean, it's possible. He's got 12. What? This will be 11 lap old tires now, roughly. Am I right with that?
Could be, yeah.
There are no team orders in this, by the way. No team orders. Apparently, there's no team orders. They're racing. They're just racing.
Durkash
going
second off his.
wide.
Oh, bit of a wiggle on the exit.
He's going to be struggling on tires now, though.
Yeah, he has quite used mediums, definitely more used than Contreras.
It'll be easier for Contreras to defend, but again,
So
I feel harsh
final
that there
lap.
are no team orders. I feel like there should be. But then it's only affecting Jellos, isn't it? So.
Final lap, Durkash 2 seconds behind.
Grass, sending
he
him
goes
wide
off
into turn 1. That's going to affect him. Drops down to almost 3 seconds behind now. There's no opportunity. 3.2 seconds, 3.3. There's no opportunity for him to take P3 in the standings. If Contreras does, unless Contreras makes a big mistake.
Which he did when Salvador was catching him in the final corner, but Salvador a bit wide. Gelos is catching him. He's caught like 2 seconds in the final lap.
Well,
but not going to be enough.
Like he made a little bit of a mistake there.
Yeah, okay, Durkash gained 5 tenths, so Not a lot of track left to go, though.
Looks like Salvador's got the win here if he just brings it home. Looks like it's all his. He just keeps it nice and consistent. I mean, anything could happen. They could be potentially the win for Yellows if Salvador makes a mistake. He's just touching the grass, playing a dangerous game, still pushing hard. Brings it round the final corner nice and safely, weaving as he comes across the line to take P1. I believe that's for the first P1 for Salvador.
His first P1 on the final race.
Salvador takes P1. Jello's coming up behind him to take P2. Contreras just behind him to finish off the podium and take P3. Akash coming across the line taking P4. Then we see Anfielder. Looks like P5 is his. Doesn't look like Sainz going to be able to catch him 6 seconds behind unless we see a mistake through the final corner, which we don't. Anfielder taking P5. Stein just behind them, going across the line to take P6. Nice easy points for some of these. Spielman then coming around the final corner, going to take P7. And Hannah taking P8.
Frieza taking P10. Not sure he's gonna score points though, due
Because
to
it
not
might.
finishing 90% of the race distance. But I'm too lazy to do the maths now. But I don't think he will.
Spielman coming across the line to take P7. We're going to see some donuts, Spielman. No, he's going to teleport to the pits. Any donuts from Frieza? Come on, Frieza. Some donuts. Oh, donuts for Frieza gets participation trophy. Well done for participating in the race, Frieza. For some of it. I mean, Frieza's pace really wasn't bad. If you look at Frieza's pace, it really wasn't bad. It was actually quite good. Come on, Frieza, we need some donuts. Quick, before you get teleported to pits. Quick, Frieza, go.
Those are some sloppy donuts, I won't lie. In the grass. And into the wall.
Into the wall, and then into the grass, into the wall.
Yeah,
We'll forget.
I think he doesn't score points just because of those donuts. I can't lie.
And we finish off with Frieza's really bad donuts to the end of the season.
Okay, we have everyone. All top 3.
Let's restart the race.
We start with Contreras.
Pleasure.
Contreras then, no? I forgot. Oh, Gallows.
Yeah, right. No. So we got Salvador P1, Jello's P2, and then we have Contreras P3.
Yeah, so we start with Contreras then, or? Yeah.
Hello.
I didn't prepare questions again, but you go for it.
I've prepared no questions either, but Salvador, congratulations on P1. It's first podium, first P1, sorry. How's it feel?
We're interviewing Contreras though.
Wait, why? We never do this.
We start with P3, you start with P3 always.
Do we? Normally?
We should.
Okay. Contreras. P3.
Yeah.
Congratulations on P3. We saw you overtaking Jellos and fighting at point with Jellos. How did you find all that? especially when you were on the fresher tyres. You looked like you were struggling occasionally through a couple of corners. We thought you potentially saving the tyres, potentially going to try and hold them back for Salvador to be able to get P3 in the standings. What was going on in the middle of the race? Explain, let us explain to us what was going on
Yeah,
in the
well,
race.
yeah. My tires were in a better place at the start compared to Yellow's, but towards the end, yeah, they were nowhere. I had no grip. I was ringing quite a lot, and actually, he managed to pass me in the last corner because I spun a little bit, almost. So I lost a lot of time. But yeah, I I tried uh, to defend as much as possible because we did the math with him and all, and Yellows had to be P5 or lower, so Imanol could overtake him in the standings. So yeah, at the start it looked like we were achieving that, but in the end we didn't. But yeah, he ended up winning the race anyways, and that's what matters. So yeah, he really deserves it. He really deserves. Oh my god, I can't talk. He deserves it. Yeah, I'm
Um,
sleepy. I'm sorry.
yeah, it seemed like a good race between you two. Was there what? But what I meant was when you were coming out of the pits, like we sort of expected you to have more pace when Jellos was on. Like, were you struggling sort of like straight up when you came out the pits? Were you struggling on pace? You looked as if you potentially were slightly.
Yeah, I mean, pace-wise, I was quicker. I mean, the thing is that I made a few mistakes on the carousel. I don't know if it's called that, like that, but that big right-hander in sector 3, I went a little bit wide at the exit while I was gonna to over, when I was going to overtake him. So yeah, that cost me like a second or two. So yeah, pace-wise, at, in that time I was faster, but I think I got a little bit desperate to overtake him. But yeah, I mean, nothing major.
Yeah, I mean, no safety cars today. There wasn't really enough action. It was quite a long track. Everyone's being quite spread out, so didn't really play into your hands or anyone's hands with that. We normally speak about the next race, but because it's not going on,
Yeah,
how
I
are you
do have a
feeling?
question now.
Oh,
I do
go
have a
on,
question
go
now.
on. Yeah,
So, season 3, this is like a open mic to these 3 people because like they're quick, you know, their opinion matters. Not saying that slower people's opinion matters less, but still.
it sounded like it.
I, I
It's,
uh, well, moving on. Do you have any expectations, both pace-wise? So, if my memory doesn't deceive me, you finished P3 in the first season, so
Yep.
P2 in this one. So, are you continuing the streak and moving up to P1 in the next one?
Yeah, I mean, it seems logical, of course, but yeah, I can't say for sure. Of course, I'll try, but I think Stadini is driving again, so that's gonna be interesting. But you know, he's not invincible. He's not like you of ours. So yeah, I think it's gonna be interesting. Yeah, so you better keep an eye out.
but we've also got as well Tomorrow in the mix. Tomorrow in season 3. Do we know if he's confirmed or not?
Uh, yeah, probably.
I mean, if he's there as well, you got the two of them in the mix fighting for P1, so potentially a good fight in the standings between you three, in my
Yeah,
opinion.
and you shouldn't discard Simon either, Durkach. She's really fast. I think when well, and Imol as well. I think both of them have grown a lot this season. So yeah, you should see them in the mix next season
Actually,
too.
with that, I have got one other question. There's no team orders from what was said in the chat. What was the reason for that? So if you'd given the position to Dakash P3, you could have taken P3 overall in the standings as far as we're aware, and
Durkash would
won.
have done.
Yeah, he would have taken P3 in the standings. What was the any reason behind that?
Um, I actually did not know about that. I don't think we discussed it. But yeah, regarding team orders between technically two different teams, yeah, I stand by what I said last race. We're still two different teams. The rulebook does not allow team orders within different teams. So yeah, Um, Even if we wanted to, I think we wouldn't have done it. Yeah, we don't want to get penalized. So yeah,
Yeah, I mean, it's only be you getting penalised, and yeah, okay, all right. I mean, congratulations on podium. I don't think I've got anything else to add, Kavas. You?
Me neither, I think. Thank you. Good way to end the season, in my opinion. And yeah, good luck in the next one.
yeah. Thank you.
So, next, Kelos, the P3 finisher of TWS Season 2. You
Hello, hello.
Igor.
It's been a very good race. It's been a so and so championship. I've had a very ups and downs, but I'm hoping for normal races. If I get normal races, I'll be kind of good. Are you, Kavas? Are you competing next season?
Uh, no, probably not.
Ah, okay, then perhaps I'll do. I'll be P3 again then. Okay, but it's the second time I am barred from qualifying and end up P2, which is weird. I did that in Monza as well
That's
in
as mad as I can tell you
season
what.
one. And also, it's the second time I'm chasing somebody and they make a mistake, and then I make the same mistake, just worse. I don't know. I mean, if I'm ever chasing you, whoever you are, just make a little mistake. Don't worry, I'll just multiply it by 3 and you're golden then. That's it. But other than that, a very good race. Everything went according to plan.
Yeah, you were close. You were closing on Salvador as well, to be honest.
I think he was coasting. Come on, I don't think he was. It was like 3 laps to the end. I was catching by like half a second to a lap, but I don't think that was anything.
So
um,
what was the idea? We saw you, of course, lose the car in the carousel quite early on in the race,
Yeah, yeah, I
and
was chasing P1 and P2. I'm sorry for
yeah,
disrupting you.
all good. But what was interesting to me, you did not pit immediately after. You pitted a bit later, and then switched to the hards, which, in my opinion, it worked out in the end. But I'm not sure the hards were like the favorite tire for this race. So walk us through the idea behind that.
I think I'm a little bit of a tire eater, so if you guys can make the mediums go 15 laps, I can make them go 12. So I just let's go hard, because I'm not good at changing my driving style according to what lap I'm in.
but
If I can go full speed, no matter what, I need a durable tire that doesn't change much throughout the race. I think that's the best answer. I
you
think.
think that comes from LFM and being sort of being used to the harder tires because that's where it dominates on LFM, doesn't it? Do you think you're just used to that level of that sort of racing?
I don't think I tried LFM. I tried a few hards on LFM, but like tracks that eat tires, like Silverstone. That's where I would usually try the hards. Other than that, I think the mediums are okay for LFM races. I think I haven't raced LFM for quite a while, but I do remember trying the hards a few times with moderate success.
Um, I need. Oh, he did reply to me. Joe's also driver of the day. Congratulations on that. We sort of
Less interviews for you guys.
I mean, it's as you said. I can't remember where you started. I'm not gonna lie. I've not got it
I
open
was
on
dead
this.
last. Me and then ahead of me was Tomala. He just doesn't want to. He could qualify. He just chose not to. He was showboating. You see.
But for me as well, you lost it in the carousel, and then did like quite a good save, and then carried on with the race, and then closed down on everyone. And I thought it was quite impressive. Quite a clean race as well from yourself. A couple of good overtakes, and yeah, generally did quite well.
Did I
Um,
not pit at the same lap that I did the? I thought I. I don't know. The race is a blur, and to be honest, perhaps I tried to see the condition of my. Yes, no, no, no. Yeah, it was quite early. I thought I could do like 7 or 8 laps on the softs, and that happened at lap 5, I think. I thought my softs had a little bit more life, even with that spin. I remember now. But no, they didn't, and I thought it was better to just, instead of having the softs betray me on a very fast corner and me having it spin, let's just have a lower baseline with hards that I can always hit.
Yeah, I mean, it makes a lot of sense. Congratulations on P2, P3 in the standings, and driver of the day. Fantastic race from yourself. Have you got anything else to add, Kavas? Do you want to talk about season 3?
One final question, same thing I asked for Contreras. Any expectations for season 3, pace-wise, finishing-wise? Any?
Well, I learned a few lessons that I will take to season 3, and I think I will be. I don't. If I'll be top 3 again for sure. That much. If nothing goes very wrong in many races, I will be top 3. I know that that was a very vague answer. If anything goes bad, yes, then it's not gonna go good. But I'm hoping I'm gonna be up there again.
A lot of confidence. Confidence.
Could you repeat, please?
I just said a lot of confidence.
Confidence is good though. So.
Yeah.
You know, I lost many races due to stupid mistakes from my part. I remember one time I didn't fuel my car. I think it was like the third race. I didn't fuel my car and I ran out of fuel. So no points there, and I was P2. Then another time, actually it was Gavars coming out of the pits. I think it was the second race where again I did a silly mistake, and thank God I didn't take anybody else with me. I was in front of Gavars. He had pitted, so he was a little bit behind me. Suzuka, I made a few mistakes, and then I got 2 drive-through penalties for some reason for spinning on the back straight. But it was a shit race anyway, so.
Oh, yeah, I saw that. Yeah, there's that's just there's the yeah.
So I
There's
mean, yeah,
old
if you
pit.
don't, if all those were something regular, which for me I guess it's a P3 or P4, then yes, I would be much higher. I just need to eliminate the stupid races or bad strategies that I sometimes chose, and I had to do, like in Donington, I had to do I don't 16, 17 laps on the mediums, which were dead, and even their ghosts were dead at the end. There was nothing left there.
I've got nothing else to add.
Congrats to Gavars and to Salvador for today. Very good race. I had nothing.
Thank you.
Even if I didn't do the spin, I still wouldn't have. I would be P2 right now.
Yeah, good luck in the next season. Congratulations on P3, and yeah, thank you for the interview for the final time this season.
Do we have Salvador?
We have Salvador, yeah. So now Salvador P1 first win in TWS. I think I'll double check. Should be. I think.
Yeah, it is. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you.
Mativeri, question.
I mean, it seemed like a simple race for you. I'm not gonna lie. It looked like you had it in the bag the entire race. I mean, the only question I particularly got of in the end, it looked to me as if Jealous was catching you. Do you want to enlighten us? He said it potentially you were lifting and coasting and just keeping it nice and safe. Any mistakes? Were you struggling on tyres? How did the end of the race go? Did you think Jealous potentially would catch you and you were just playing it safe?
Well, I was playing it safe for the entire last stint. Like, I got out of the pits and I was like, I don't know, like 15 seconds ahead of Contreras and Gelos. So I thought, I mean, why risk my first win, you know? So yeah, I took it easy for the entire stint. And then on the last lap, as Matt Contreras said, the mediums were like nowhere. They were really slidey. My rear tires were on red. So yeah, still taking it easy till the end.
Apart from congratulations on P1, and it's a shame that you missed out on the P3 in the standings. I've got not much else to add. Kavas, have you got anything?
I mean, it was basically a flawless race. I don't think we saw any errors from you. Maybe in
Well,
the beginning. I
I
mean, we don't know what
can,
happened. We still don't know what happened in the start. Yeah, we don't
yeah, I
know what
can
happened.
tell
this,
you.
the
I
stream
can tell you,
cross.
it was a bug, and you know the red lights that indicate the start. Well, I didn't
Uh,
have them, so that's why
oh,
I started when everyone else started. So I don't know, I lost like 7 or 8 positions,
You lost
and
7 or 8 position and gained them back.
yeah, I mean, I got like basically after the first 2 corners, I was right in front of Gelos, if I remember correctly, and right behind of Tomal, and then everybody started like spinning and dying and whatever. So I just ended up catching up to Contreras. So I mean, unlucky start, but lucky at the same time, I guess. But yeah, and then for the P3 in the standings, I was hoping that there was a lot of drivers within 20 points ahead of me. So I thought I could catch up a lot of these guys because of how fast I was on the free practice. But Gelos had like 15 points ahead of me, and he did a very good race. So I missed out on that, but at least I get P4, which is a pretty good result for what I would say was not a very good season for me.
I mean, overall, you seem to have the pace and just seem to get caught out by quite a few things. Well, every time I looked, you seem to have the pace. So, I mean, congratulations again. Can I ask about? Have you got anything else? Because I was going to ask about season 3 glass.
you are sure.
I mean, do you know what? You go for it. You've asked it. You've asked it every time you ask. You
Okay,
ask
so
season 3.
third time, same question. What are your expectations, space wise, anything wise? Yeah, for season 3.
Okay, so firstly, I don't even know if I will be taking part in it because I got a job in a different city, so I will be moving like next week. So, I mean, I don't even know how it will be for me to take part in it, but if I take part in it, I'm expecting to be a little safer and not do some stupid mistakes that I did. Like, my season was a bit like Gelos's, like what he said. Many stupid mistakes on Monza, on Red Bull Ring, and a couple of races where I was even battling for the win, but for some reason or the other, I ended up messing it up, and then I don't know, even falling out of the podium. So I will expect to drive safer and get the car to good positions more often.
Yeah, I hope we see you in the next seasons, of course. But if not, I feel like this is a decent way to end it. But yeah,
Yeah.
either way.
It has been for sure.
But yeah, hope to see you in season 3 as well.
Yeah, me too. Congratulations again. Well done for the clean race. You well
Thank you.
managed, well driven. We didn't get to see the start because the stream. Well, my PC crashed, so unfortunately that'll be missed. So again, an apology to anyone who wants to rewatch it because we missed this one incident.
Yeah. Well, I
Um,
can upload the Assetto Corsa replay later, but still with no commentary and all that.
I might add it. I might add into the. I might make a little edit and add it into the YouTube. The sort of the into. Yeah, I might make it into a YouTube video or something if you want to send me that way.
Okay.
Gavas, do you want to hear from Spielman? I know he said something in the chat. I wasn't really.
I checked the chat, but like,
He wants to talk
I
about the
mean, we
Dakar
can, but
incident. I mean, it's the last race of the season. We spoke to all the winners. Why not? Let's hear from Spielman. Spielman, do you want me to unmute him?
yeah,
No.
Say your piece.
Say my piece, yeah. I mean, I'll definitely try, but from my POV, it was very confusing. Like, I was just trying to race, barely surviving turn 1 and 2 in lap 1 because that was massive chaos. And then I try to defend everything I can because everyone starts going off, and Durkash thinks he can go through without like checking anything, like because he's 20 kilometers faster on the straight, he just goes for it way faster, thinking
No.
I'll let him pass.
While we're here,
I
instead
mean,
of
that's how it looked, at least.
while you're talking about, I'll go and find the replay.
What?
I'll find the replay.
He
I'll
at
have a
least
look.
look up the replay. Yeah. I mean,
I'll-
our not that good, I think.
I wish I had the full replay, but my PC did something weird, so I don't have the full replay,
So,
which is a bit unfortunate.
well, so is this an apology from you, or was this like a you expected him to leave the
Accusation.
space? Are you accusing him, or
I should make a report for sure, which I will do, but I don't have the replay, so that's gonna be a bit of waiting for me till someone posts the full replay, which I hope someone will do.
you got a rough timestamp, or do you know
Should
roughly
be
whereabout it was
around
in the race?
lap 5, I think.
Quite early on, yeah.
I believe I did 5 laps on on softs and then 17 on mediums.
There you go.
I mean, it wasn't too close to the beginning. This should be it.
Should we get an
I
opinion
mean,
from the
I don't
chat?
think I could have. What? I'm sorry.
I was just going to say, should we get an opinion from the chat?
Yeah,
I
the
mean,
POV in the chat is a bit different. It looks a bit. It's a bit late on in the turning.
because
Don't look at it. Don't pause it.
I did. I slow-moed it.
I think it's gonna be a long debate spanning multiple. So yeah.
I don't
Definitely
think
gonna
it's.
like to.
I don't think
Badly
it.
will like to see the Welsh Dragon.
I think it's something you can talk about now, particularly as it's not like it's easy thing to say. I'm trying to find it from your angle. Yeah, I'm not gonna give an opinion. But
I think that's the
for
safest thing to do.
for everyone to see, that was the incident. It looks different from TV cameras as well. By the way, when you're commentating, as Cavassal vouched for, everything looks different on a TV camera because you can't see distances as
It
well.
surprised me on how fast it was cleared up, though.
Yeah, I mean, and there was only you two involved, so it was just sort of left.
Would it have been a safety car if it would have been longer there? Or is that something
Potentially, but
don't
it doesn't
speculate about?
potentially, but it doesn't mean sit in the middle of the track. Anyway, I'm gonna end the stream. I appreciate everyone for stopping by, and I'm sorry again for the crash at the start. I'll try and make a little edit on YouTube so all of it's in and everything sort of like sticks together, and then I'll upload it to YouTube and I'll try and fix it so it might not have the commentating. But I appreciate everyone stopping by. I'm gonna end the stream, and I'll speak to you all soon, and hopefully see everyone for season 3. But yeah, cheers everyone. See you soon. Bye.